Hey, Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football back here at the Texas High School Coaches Association and Convention. We are here with the head coach of the Boerne Champion Chargers, Coach Keith Kaiser. And, Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us.
I appreciate it.
Man, I should have asked you to bring Mary's Tacos in, man. That's some of the best tacos in Texas, aren't they?
It stays packed around. Kids miss school to go there. Make sure they get their tacos before they go.
There you go. is that a go-to Saturday after a Friday night win? Do you guys, when you come up Saturday morning, do you get some Mary's Tacos in the field house?
It is. All of our coaches swing by, or one coach will swing by and pick them up. But it's they'll fill you up and make you go back for more.
That's a good place for pregame meal when you cover the Chargers there in Boerne. Coach, obviously a lot of excitement for the 2021 season.
There is.
We're kind of back to more of a sense of normalcy after last year. I mean, credit to the UIL and everyone else for all the protocols to get us a football season last year.
Without a doubt.
I mean, was there ever a time last year where you were worried that we weren't going to have a football season?
Yes. And even leading right up to it, we ended up having 3 different opponents for week 1.
I remember that. Yeah,
it kept flipping, and we were fortunate. Veteran Memorial on the Thursday afternoon, we picked them up for a Friday game, and and it was crazy, and I can't imagine, from our kids to our community, just across the state of Texas, everybody, what we went through, and there was no script. You were just living day to day, and but I'm fortunate, or we were fortunate, that we had something at least, and it wasn't shut down.
How much of a challenge is that from a preparation standpoint when you pick up an opponent 24 hours before the game? Like how do you game plan? Do you just kind of go, we're just going to run our base stuff and we'll kind of adjust on the fly?
We did, and and I know, it puts both teams in a tough situation, but that probably as coaches we over prepare, and over analyze, and especially after that game we were thinking, gosh, we're sure, are we making this too hard? But it's we're fortunate to have some really good players, and our coaches did a tremendous job of just not overloading our kids, and giving the basics of what we need to do for that game plan, and they executed well, and they just played. And I think that it was more the excitement of just getting to play a game than anything.
When you get into your off, after the season ends, and you guys, spring semester starts, and you're getting ready to get your off-season program going. What this year for you guys, because there's some expectations this year. We think you guys are going to be pretty good, and I know you guys internally have high expectations. What was the focus of your offseason? What did you guys want to get accomplished during the offseason, and do you feel like you got there?
I think we did, and for one, is to have an offseason again. We got cut short, of course, a year ago, and and it was a weird thing for our young kids that had never gone through an offseason or spring football and seen what that looks like, and kind of those expectations of what Boerne Champion football looks like going into it. Our numbers have increased incredibly. It's a good thing, kind of on the tough thing is because it was easy. No one knew the grind of it all.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting into this offseason, I think, was just, it was almost refreshing for coaches. Usually it's like the grind of an offseason wears down on coach because they're all doing a second sport.
Oh, yeah.
But
you guys are busier in the spring than you are during football season.
It's crazy. But I think the excitement, it kind of rejuvenated people because – I think over time you take things for granted, and you just assume, this is on the calendar and this is what we do. And as we've gone through, and Boerne ISD has been awesome on how we approached our protocols and our levels of just tracking everything and make sure everybody's staying safe and healthy. And we're all ready to get to normal.
Yeah, for sure,
for sure. So,
and having this makes it feel normal.
It does.
School. I mean, this is, for you, you've been around a little while. What makes coaching school special?
Like always, just seeing the guys. Really another thing we took for granted because whether you're going to coaching clinics, coaching school, or wherever, you got so used to seeing your guys you used to coach with over the years, coach against, or had a relationship with, and then. You didn't have that. You're just so isolated, and you weren't even going across the field and shaking hands with your opponent after a game, and all those things are just weird. So the best part of this, I'm stick around all day for 3 days just to see coaches that I haven't seen in a while.
Does it make you when you see a former player that's a coach now? Do you go, oh man, that guy coached that guy when he was 13 years old? I remember he was a little squirt. Now he's a coach. You know, is that I guess that, you know, for me, I mean, I'm and a sports writer. You know, I'm seeing guys that I've covered that are now coaches, and I'm like, oh man, I'm starting to feel old here. Does it kind of put things in perspective, doesn't it?
It does. I'm glad. You know, and it just brings to mind we just had one former player just get his first job here recently, and you know, he called up and he was so excited and he's ready to tackle everything, take it all on. And I said, slow down. You know,
he's like a little puppy dog ready to go, right?
He's just go. And but you know, I like that for our profession, because this is, when I first got into what it is now, it's completely different. And but it's you know, reminding those younger guys, you know, there's so many schools opening around the state of Texas, and there's so many opportunities to be a head coach probably quicker than people are ready for. Mm-hmm. And it's probably encouraging more of the younger coach to, you know, make sure you're learning and not just jumping into an opportunity you're not ready for, because, you know, the accountability is a little bit different, and
especially when you're the head coach.
It's there's a lot more to it than just saying you're the head coach. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I do want to encourage just all young coaches, make sure you're preparing for that opportunity, not just taking it on because you're ready. You feel like you're ready.
Let's look at your ball club for 2021.
Yep.
I mean, you guys have had some good years. You were state semifinalists a couple of years ago. You guys were, you know, once multi-round playoff team last year as well. And I know you guys have those expectations again this year for your ball club. What's the personality of your ball club going to be next year? What kind of team are you guys going to field? You know,
we're fortunate. We're returning just about all of our skill kids. You know, we got to replace some offensive, defensive linemen, and I think that's. You know, that usually happens to a lot of places. You know, Landon Eads is heading out to Abilene Christian, and he was such a big guy at our nose. That's going to be a tough one to replace. And but, you know, our skilled guys are extremely skilled. They all have a year under their belt and play 2 rounds in the playoffs. So, you know, we think our opportunities are pretty exciting. You know, we've got I think a very challenging non-district schedule that's going to prepare us for our district, and then down the road as well.
And your district, I mean, that's, you know, 1 through 6. Your district last year was a lot of you know, you got to get your tiebreakers ready, because I mean anybody can beat anybody on any given night, right?
It was, you know, Floraville's got a tremendous running back down there, and Tybee was down a little bit last year, but you know, Coach Jones isn't going to let that.
They're not going to be down long.
They're going to bounce back, and Rittiman's done a heck of a job at Alamo Heights, and Coach Crisp over there at Medina Valley is doing a great job there. So, you know, it is weird having 5 non-district games. Never done that before, besides last year. But I'm excited about our district. I'm excited about our kids, and just for a normal school year to start up.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Congrats on all the success, and good luck in the 2021 season, and we appreciate what you do for student-athletes in the state of Texas.
Hey, thank you very much, Matt.
Thanks,
appreciate it.
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.